I saw on the internet today 2 of the last couple of presidents' cooks got killed. So, Dave, are you in the Illuminati? Why are you still alive?
Okay, so
That's a great. Okay,
You are here. They said if you cook for them, they gotta kill you.
do they play that when you guys start out? Do they play that before the race?
Yeah, they play it at the coming to green moment, and that was actually the first anthem because we have another one for this year that we're working on. This one now plays after Gentlemen Start Your Engines. It plays.
Can we show them? Can we show the people? Can we show the MOP people
Chris
what
Cox
it looks like?
put that up on the video.
Oh, yeah.
They've been lined up at the gates. They've been letting
Huntersville and Dover, Talladega, Daytona, Charlotte, you know that it never fails.
Man on pause. Let's go. Yeah. Man on pause. Let's go. Man on pause. Man on pause. Man on pause.
How many balls did you lose?
Man, I don't even want to count how many balls I lost. I know I kept the black one though.
Oh, you did. You left with the black one. I left with the blue one. I ended up with the blue one.
What a frustrating game, man. I mean, I put in all that work, and I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to translate. And the balls felt good when I hit them, but dude, that was rough.
Well, we were out there with some of our friends. I knew my new friends, your old friends. Who were we out there with?
Man, we were out there with Goldyard. I know everybody hears me blast their music on all my social media posts. They have the official NASCAR anthem, just some really cool dudes. And I feel like we got to know them a little bit better on the golf course. And we got them in studio right now, Dave.
Yes, we do.
Goldyard is in studio, our first in-studio guest, chilling with us today. And you're going to learn today, my boys. What's up, boys?
What's up?
Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Dave Rocco. What's happening?
MOP, baby.
MOP,
Welcome to the
baby.
set, man. What y'all think?
Oh, beautiful set.
great.
Beautiful set.
great.
I don't think it could look any better.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Looks
Thank
like
you.
that jacket you got on there, boy. I wanna
man.
rip that off of you.
You know?
You guys went and got changed. I look like I just got right off the golf course. Oh, man. I didn't get the memo, D. You should have told me.
Man, that's how Goldyard do, especially Vic. You know, he stays on that Jeff Gordon train. And then
yeah.
Austin, being from North Carolina. Vic, you're from NY. But
Oh, yeah.
why these guys resonate with me so much, I'm from Atlanta. Everybody know I'm from Stone Mountain. I'm in my 40s. The music that resonates with me, the crunk music, the T.I., the Outkast, the Goody Mob, the Fabo, those are the guys that really, really resonate with me. And that's how we met, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about that, a little bit of how y'all got to this point. Where are you from, first of all, if you don't mind introducing yourselves?
I'm Vic, a.k.a. Endo of Goldyard. I'm from Long Island, New York. And this is the big homie AT.
I'm AT, Austin Action from North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Salisbury, North Carolina, Concord, North Carolina. And we are Goldyard.
2-man group, rap
Yes, sir.
group, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Describe your genre, your vibe. If you were to read it off of Wikipedia, how would you describe yourself as a group?
Genre, I think it's a blend of a little bit of everything. As a group, I think you could describe us as like a lot of people's inspiration. But yeah, we just like to have fun and experiment. And I think since the beginning of everything, we always been like gap bridgers, people that connect things. So that's how we lead with our music too,
I don't think it's a genre thing because we're like all rap mixed with like rock and everything else. So
Where does that come from? Is that mixed? Would you base that on where you're from, or did you travel a lot? Did you see a lot of things? Where does that idea come from?
He's from New York, so it's like everybody's there. You know what I mean? And then I'm from here, so it's like we got the country scene, but we also came up on rap. And that mixture of people from New York coming to North Carolina, I think, makes a sound.
Yeah.
And North Carolina has its own sound, and it's not. I don't think we've gotten a lot of shine for our sound in North Carolina, so to say. There's a few, but not that many. But we definitely have our own sound.
So you bring a good point. The two that I can think of are P.D. Pablo and who's the other North Carolina guy?
I mean, you got Baby right now.
Baby. Oh,
Baby's
the
coming up.
But
You got Cole too.
yes, you do. J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Taylor.
Yep.
But guys, when I was in high school, all right, when I was in high school, I'm from Atlanta, y'all. It seemed like all the North Carolina people were jumping on the Atlanta rap.
Yeah.
You know, and like that was the representative of North Carolina was the Atlanta sports and Atlanta rap because they didn't have sports in North Carolina back in the day and they didn't have a lot of rappers back then. So I don't know. Maybe that was just my opinion. Would you agree?
For sure. I
Yeah,
mean, we
for
got
sure.
we had like Little Brother, and but it's still like everybody wasn't. It's not like mainstream. You know what I mean? Like like you said, Baby's probably one of the first like superstars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Besides our homies, the Avett Brothers. I mean, but you got to be into that genre.
The Avett Brothers. Now, I didn't know about the Avett Brothers until I met y'all playing basketball in the gym. The Avett Brothers, right?
Avett Brothers.
And the dudes are so down to earth that they're just so cool. You would
What type of music is it?
like folk
country.
music, country.
Oh, really?
It's a blend. They blend everything too. They rap some
Yeah,
too.
because they did like
they do a little bit of everything.
What was the last show that they did? That's
The last one we went to was in Greensboro.
Yep.
It was it was amazing. They just released a new album with Mike Patton, and it was a time, man. Every time you get to see the Avett Brothers, you leave very inspired and ready to make music. So
Sure.
Here's what
we're
I've
glad
learned,
to know
Dave.
them.
These guys are in a niche, I
Yeah.
think, you know, just like we are.
Yeah.
You know, and that just really resonates because when you think of music, you think of the ones that you see, the pop, and the ones you see on all the commercials, the one you see on all the advertisement. But the rap and the music that I really related to was the one that, you know, I could find myself doing and being around and the guys being around. And when we met in NASCAR, were y'all NASCAR fans prior to starting music?
Go ahead.
To starting music, no. I didn't even know about NASCAR starting. Like I'm from New York, like Brentwood, Bayshore area. It's kind of hood and chill at the same time. We weren't really into NASCAR. We were into playing basketball and being out in the street, playing football on the street, hanging out type stuff. Not NASCAR.
So
I was down the street from the track. So I grew up like 5 miles from the track. So I was around it, and I used to go to races and all that. But the love for it's definitely grown since we've been working with NASCAR, like more and more for sure.
So talk to me. When D told me about you guys, he said, I know this great group, and he showed me the video you put together, the NASCAR Anthem. How did that come about? Who made the first call?
Really, I feel like it was Chris Koch.
Yeah,
Koch
Oh, yeah?
connected it, because we previously made an anthem for Atlanta United, the soccer team, the MLS team in Atlanta, and it did really well. They're still using it to this day, and I guess there's been a need for an anthem in NASCAR for a decade, and I guess they tried, from what I heard, like 7 or 8 times, and nothing worked. And then Chris showed it to, I guess we could say, Verlotti. And Verlotti liked what we did with the Atlanta song. He's like, man, let's see if they could do something for us. And yeah, man, we stepped up and knocked it out the park first time. They wanted to use, we made 3 songs. They wanted to use all 3. So
do they play that when you guys start out? Do they play that before the race?
yeah, they play it at the coming to green moment, right before the race starts. And that was actually the first anthem.
Yeah.
Which, if you let Verlotti tell it, it's the same anthem, because we have another one for this year that we're working on that that we're building on from the last one. So this one now plays when after Gentlemen Start Your Engines. It plays.
Can we show them? Can we show the people? Can we show the MLP people
Chris
what this
Koch
looks like?
put that up on the video.
yeah.
They've been lined up at the gates. They've been let in.
Huntersville and Dover, Talladega, Daytona, Charlotte, you know that it never fails. I'ma give him hell like Gale. Ball ready like Petty. Time's burning, this is NASCAR. Race fans, are you ready? I'm the fastest thing you ever seen. I'ma win this one for the team. Catch me in the pit with the crew. Any problem, they gon' get the tool. We are not the same, stay up in your lane. I'ma bump and run into the Hall of Fame. Watch out what champions made. Catch me in victory lane.
We'll get to check that out.
Thank you, Chris. Let's show these.
That's really fantastic because fantastic. There you go. How far were we in? It's like Hank Williams Jr. I used to love wait until Monday when they would play the Monday night song back in the day. Like, are you ready for some fun? And then you get you all hyped up. So now they got the hype song for NASCAR. That's great, guys.
And you keep building on it too. Before the you're in round 2 or a second edition of this or a music video.
Yep.
Tell me
Second
about that.
edition.
How do y'all feel? Or how's that coming?
I'm just coming along. You know, they've been playing the anthem at every NASCAR race, and it's been being received very well. And you know, the video's coming soon, so we feel great about it. We're just excited that we're able to give something to NASCAR. You know, be able to make some history through the sport. That's now very dear to us, you know.
Dave, we were playing golf earlier today, and you know something stood out between you two, and I noticed it because it's something that Dave and I go through. You know, Dave is from New Jersey. I'm from Atlanta. He's from the top. I'm from the bottom. We have a lot of differences that seem to meet in the middle, and we gel with that. Our differences make us stronger. I see that y'all play off each other a lot. Is that a fair assessment about y'all two?
I think so, yeah, for sure.
Who's the wild man and who's kind of like the more level-headed? Because I'm more of the ratchet guy in our relationship, you know, when it comes to MOP style. You know, Dave really has a level head. He's calculated, methodical. I mean, he don't mess around, but, you know, he's more calculated where I tend to, you know, just ask questions later.
I think I just hide it better.
Yeah, Sushi Dave seems like he gets down.
Yes. Now that we're boys, we're gonna go have some fun, guys. We're gonna definitely have some fun.
Damn, you picked up on that already. Yeah. I was trying to be coy with
I
it.
always said that in life, I would make it so that a jury would never convict me. You know, the little old lady, I'll stand in front of that little old lady and play it up well.
Guys, I've learned so much from being around this guy, you know, on how to wear the cape in the restaurant and be on top of stuff, but then you have to have that balance with just enjoying life,
right?
You know, and just living for the moment. And when we're at the racetrack, you know, that's easy to do, you know, because it's something that I feel like a lot of people don't know about, just like your music, just like the anthems that you're creating, and the way that you're basically broadcasting a sport unbeknownst to a lot of people, you know, to a lot of people who knew nothing about it. I mean, was that planned, or did you actually, am I making this up, or is that kind of the way it is?
That's what it grew. I think it kind of came, like it happened so fast that we kind of noticed it after. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're actually doing something that's one untapped, but two, it's like expanding and like reaching people that would have never even looked at the sport before.
That's what I've said to Dion before. I said, you've helped diversify. So I feel like the three of you in this room have helped diversify NASCAR and brought a whole new audience there. And NASCAR's got to love that. You know, that's money. You're bringing in new audience. That's different sponsors that, you know, it's not just Tide anymore. You know, you're bringing in other people.
I mean,
so
we learned from Rock. We learned a lot from Rock.
I didn't know y'all when I saw y'all. What happened? I came up to y'all. I was like, what the hell y'all doing here?
Yeah,
I was like, who the hell are y'all, man? I was like, dressed like how I want to be dressed, you know, repping it, and you know, I was like, what are y'all doing? You're lost? I think that's what I said. I said, what are y'all doing? You're lost?
Like the Drewski skit.
Yeah, I did.
You lost, boy?
You lost? What you doing around these parts? There's only room for few people like me. But when I saw it, I came right up to y'all like, what are y'all doing here?
We clicked with Rock instantly. It was crazy. Like, I think ever since then we've been around Rock.
No, that's true.
That day.
No, y'all tried to hire me as your agent, and I said, look, I ain't doing that because I'm trying to figure out this athletic agency right now. But I felt like an obligation to y'all because I look at myself as one of the first, if not the first ambassador of NASCAR, especially for people of color and people who ignore this sport on purpose. And I looked at y'all too as an opportunity to really get the message out from somebody not like me for a change. You know, because I'm getting older. People tired of me yelling NASCAR at the top of my lungs, that we got some fresh energy in here now that can do it a different way. So honestly, that's what really compelled me to want to make sure y'all were straight and you had what you need to do, you know, because I think that's just a big deal, you know?
No, that's dope, and I thank you because, you know, probably 10 years ago, I wouldn't be at a NASCAR race, or maybe 15 years ago.
Where would you be?
I wouldn't be there.
You might
Not from how it felt when I was younger, you know, coming up. But now it feels great. It feels very welcoming. It's a good time. Everybody's friendly. It's been a wonderful experience, and learning the sport is crazy. How in depth everything is insane.
It's not just going left and right, right? Not just going left.
You know, and we've been in the haulers. We've been with crew chiefs, like telling us their game plan and breaking down why they do this and that, and it's very meticulous and crazy. It's crazy. So.
Yeah, you would think that it was a bunch of good old boys driving in circles, but I've said before is I went to my first race about 8 years ago, and it was one of the girls who worked for me. Her family owned part of Furniture Row and a couple other teams. And the mother was so nice, and she brought us, my wife and my son and I, all the way through the whole Charlotte race and explained everything down to the marketing. And that's where it clicked. I was like, this is about money, you know, and then brought us into the haulers. And like you said, it's like they're rocket scientists. They're race cars, but those are like, you know, rockets. They're everything down. When they open those draws, each little tool is in a specific place so they can get that in a 1/10 of a second. So it's crazy. It's well thought out. It's different. That's what makes me love. I love the business side of it. I love the racing, and I like the crashing, and you know,
it's legal. Sure. It's legal money laundering for the wealthy. When you can write off against your income. I'm making millions of dollars a year as a company, and I need to offload it in marketing space. Where else can I pay $25 million in one lump sum just for marketing and advertisement? NASCAR.
that's supposed, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There you go. That's the word we have to use. Allegedly.
Because we're not professionals.
Listen,
we're just guys that watch this stuff. And,
I don't know nothing about that.
And live it. I don't know nothing about it. Hey, but that's how I explain it to y'all. I said if I had $30 million and I needed a tax write-off, first thing I'm doing is I'm dumping it into NASCAR.
I'm dumping it to Goldyard.
Oh, yeah.
or to the golf team or a race team or whatever. I'm going to start my own thing and figure it out a way. I've just learned a lot through the business side of the sport, just like I've learned a lot through the restaurant side through Dave, you know, and y'all have learned a lot through the music side, through your anthems, through why are you so good at golf, Austin?
Hey, man.
And you've been
practice.
And what's up with the RNG dudes? I mean, how did that collaboration to come about? You know, I mean, with the golf, because it looks like golf is cool and fun when y'all are capturing content.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. That's how it's supposed to look.
So tell me about everybody, what is RNG? How did you meet Erik Lottery in that relationship, you know, and y'all start creating content?
So Lot used to do, he still makes music, but that's where we met him. So we used to, he produced and directed like, what, 2 videos?
Yeah, like three videos for us.
And
what are the name of the songs? Were they bangers?
Cosmic Kids
is one of them, which is a bigger song for us.
A-Huff song, shout out to A-Huff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he did
Inevitabilis too.
He did a few, but we've known him for a while. And then he ended up doing the golf thing when we, like, I think I may have still been in Atlanta or just gotten back to North Carolina. And we already knew each other. He made a video. The video went viral. Then I was like, yo, we should play. I didn't know you were playing golf or whatever. And then he kept making videos, and he was like, he just hit me up, and then we just started playing. We were already cool. That's pretty much how it happened. And now we just mob everywhere. Pretty much everywhere he goes, I'm going. Tournaments, I'm going. I'm part of the RNG movement, and the RNG movement is like expanding golf. Like pretty much what we're doing with NASCAR, same thing with golf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy because golf and NASCAR are like moving at the same pace. You know, expanding at the same pace too.
Especially to new demographics who ignored it
That's
at first.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Exactly, because I never saw guys that look like you play golf.
Right.
Or Erik
it's just-
Lottery play golf and talk about golf the way he was
Right.
talking. They commentate on the golf and they be like, damn, he hit the shit out of that. Yo, bro,
Oh,
you know?
yeah, it's kind of like a Bob Mayer
Yeah.
when he was doing. Yes, yes.
But dope. I mean, we resonate with it when he's talking about it, and it just makes you pay attention.
Yes.
You know, to the point where you want to go practice it now, and I want to go buy some golf clubs.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
so it really shines a light on stuff that you might not know existed.
Yeah,
Seems
the
like
reach
what we
with-
do.
Yeah, the reach with that is crazy because it was never meant to be that. It just became that, and it's it's a great thing.
Yeah, shout out to Lot. He just had his Clappers Cup last week. We was out there. It was a dope event.
Great event.
Was an event. I showed up to the after party.
Oh yeah, Rock was in the after party.
It's always a good time if you can pull up to one of those for sure.
What's
Yes,
the
sir.
biggest misconception people have about you guys?
That we're signed artists.
What does that mean?
That we have like a team behind us, and we have managers
whatever.
and just a moving machine behind us. But it's
You're
just-
independent.
You're doing it all on your
Fully
own.
independent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fully. Me and AT, you know, and sometimes, like I said, you know, relationships like Koch and Rock, and you know, just people that we meet that mess with us, like our homeboy, like D Wong, and just people that are willing to connect dots with us too, because they see like, oh man, these dudes are dope, you know. So I think that we're like a signed artist or have some backing. We've never had backing, always out of pocket. Everything was always just us. You know,
Is that a
doing
bad
what
thing?
we love. Not a bad thing at all. You know, I mean, sometimes it is because, you know, just sometimes it is. It's a gift and a curse, but really, it's a gift because I mean, we're doing stuff that people haven't done without any, you know, major help, and I think that's
Music.
a feat in itself, especially in the music
Yeah,
industry.
music is pay to play pretty much like anything else.
And you guys have all say. You
Yeah.
are working
Oh,
for
yeah.
yourself. That's what I tell
You do.
Dion is I want to keep this us because you start bringing in huge sponsors and then
What
they
is
say,
this?
oh, you can't say Men on Pause.
MOP, baby.
MOP. Because
Right.
you bring in these sponsors, and again, we'll need sponsors down the road, but they're going to say, oh, you can't have this on the wall, or you have to do this. You can't say that. I built this for a reason, because I was told I shot a pilot show a couple of years ago, and we shopped it in Hollywood. And basically, it was two chefs, me and my chef Rocco, and they basically told us it wasn't diverse enough. You guys are too white. And then some other guys, you know, gave me some other BS, and they wanted me not to be the host. So I said, you know what? With social media, with YouTube, and a little bit of scratch, I could do this myself.
Yeah.
You know, and I have the crew out here. Solo, the other producer back there, he actually shot it with me, and him and I put it out. So anything can be done nowadays.
Yeah.
Just like you guys are hustling. That's awesome, and that's mad respect that you guys do that.
Thank
so
you. It's
I appreciate,
crazy.
I appreciate that.
Oh man, we appreciate it. It's crazy. Too white or too black. You
It's
can't win.
like, well, I think I got a little diversity going here. He's saying he's Blasian now, so we're good. You know, I got a couple of boxes checked.
Yeah.
Yep, we just a big ambrosia over here of
Exactly.
ethnicity.
Yeah,
And it's
big
like,
melting
what do
pot.
they know out there? Yeah, maybe they can put good shows on, but like, come on, you know.
Yeah.
I think that I have a little bit of an idea of what I know, you know.
For sure.
So
No, that's a great question, and I love the way you answered that. You know, let's say you guys are pretty successful as an independent. What's your biggest moment thus far, like that caused you to sit back and be like, "Damn, we're doing this, yo"? Because y'all met in high school, correct? And y'all wanted to
Yeah. We
the
met,
B
met
group.
as sophomores. Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you have that moment? Can you talk about some of that?
We may have had different moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Recently, I would say our first year working with NASCAR at Daytona. You know, when the sun was setting and the race was, you know, almost over, and I was just standing there taking it all in. I think that I don't know if that was the biggest moment, but it was definitely a moment I'll never forget, and the feeling I wouldn't forget. You know, because it took a long time to even get the anthem done. It took like 2 years, so it was a lot of planning, a lot of going to the races and like being there, learning what's happening, terminology. Like we really studied it on top of being fans. So I would say that moment for me recently was a great moment musically for me.
Yeah, nah, I think that, but like as far as like defining moments, maybe like touring, like first tour, maybe.
That's a good one.
Maybe that moment was great because you had people that actually wanted to see you play music, and yeah, I think that one. We've had a lot of great like shows though, where we've played with huge artists.
Like what?
I mean, Mobb Deep. That's one of our favorite groups.
Yeah.
We you know.
What city was that at?
Atlanta.
Mobb Deep in Atlanta. What year?
They were still alive.
I don't know. Yeah, it was right. It was like probably like a year before P died.
Yeah. So yeah, it was lit still. Then.
Yeah, it's the mob. They forever
I mean,
lit.
to us, just that means a lot to us. Like we played with Scarface.
DMX. You know,
DMX. Like just playing with people that we looked up to growing up. I think those are always
That
like,
everybody looked up
moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think touring, like just the work we put in, like to music, like going on a tour just means a lot to us, I think, because you have people that want to show up to see you in different states.
I also think our thing, our kit reveal with Young Jeezy was hard.
That was cool.
I think that was really cool because they had a whole laser show on the side of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They had our music playing and Jeezy introduced it and all that. I think that was pretty tight too.
Yeah.
So you on a first name basis with Jeezy?
Maybe hitting a spike.
Oh yeah, I call him G's.
Jeez, man. Those dudes seem untouchable back in high school and college when we listened to their music. Transcended everything. All your movement. You felt like the man listening to Jeezy. you know?
yeah,
it's
sure.
like, so for y'all to work with him so closely, I'm sure that a lot of the influence and the stuff that you saw from the way that they moved and how they operated rubbed off on you today and allows you to be independent. I mean, right? Anything you learned from the game like that to stay in this game so long?
For sure. I mean, we were the type of artists that just jumped in and head first and didn't know what we were doing. We just know that we loved music, and being in Atlanta, you know, everybody wants to be a musician, you know, and somehow we figured our way through it. A lot of people, I felt like, helped along the way, you know, make that a easier transition and stuff. I think Fabo, he helped out a lot too. And I also think at that time we helped him too to find what he was looking for. I think that's why our relationship was so good, because we were all looking for something at a certain point when we met. And then, you know, it just clicked, and, you know, we've been cool ever since, you know, so. Yeah.
When you guys were coming up as artists, was that in Atlanta or in North Carolina?
Oh, in Atlanta, for
In
sure.
Atlanta, okay.
Yeah, Atlanta. We did some stuff here in Charlotte, but all the major people, like even the DJs in Charlotte, they were like, man, Charlotte's kind of crab in the barrel city for music. They're like, you want to make it, you need to go somewhere else. And AT was in school in Atlanta. A little bit after that, I think he went to school, and we were trying to figure it out. I was in New York, and then I moved to Miami for a little bit.
Why are you moving all over the place?
Music, like we were doing music together for a while, and then, you know, when he went to school, he was doing his thing and I was doing my thing in New York, like, but we were always friends. But then when he was in Atlanta, he's like, man, Atlanta's popping. He's like, I really feel like you should come here and we should do something. And at that point in time, I had a little deal on the table and I was talking to some people, but I still wanted to be with my boys and my friends and like people that I had the camaraderie with, you know, and AT had people out there already too that were on the same page as us. He's like, man, you should just come. So I just, you know, on a whim, took a trip out there and ended up loving it, man. Loving it. And really ended up staying, you know, and that's sort of how it happened.
And that's how the best things come too, you know? You just take a chance and go for it.
Man, I was laughing because that's like the story for about 90% of the garage in NASCAR on how they got their job. They packed their car up. They moved to North Carolina. They slept in their car for about 2-3 weeks, you know, till they got a job in the sport. And 20 years later, they're still there. But it takes a different type of mentality to get a job in NASCAR. It takes a different type of mentality to be an independent artist in the music game and to golf and to overlap cultures with another sport and embrace it. So it just seems like, you know, there's a lot of us in you, you know, basically what we're doing with MOP, watching y'all play golf and talk, and even hearing now with the music game, you know, and how no matter what it takes, I don't need to know, like, it's going to work out. I don't need an itinerary, what my schedule is.
Nope.
I like the idea. I'm just going to do it, you know, and just start doing it. Yep. And then you just claim it, you know, and then I just feel like that type of energy is the type of energy you either got it or you don't. Sure. You know, and that's how I gravitated to Dave, yelling at him about him on pause and him believing in me and say, hey, let's do it. Same thing with y'all. When I saw y'all, I felt that energy. Hey, what y'all doing here? You lost? You know, and then I stayed on you and we started doing that at the same time. Now I'm going to make sure I start practicing golf so I can look like you and Dave.
How many balls did you lose today? You still won't answer that. I counted about 6.
Yeah, is there a number?
Pause. Why are we counting my balls?
How many balls
I got
you have?
2.
How many balls you have in your hands today, Rocco?
Yeah,
And shafts.
Ay, Dios mío. Hey, I'm going to get better, yo.
Wait until you see that video I AI'd. I'll send it to you guys later.
I'm going to get better.
Him eating a hot dog. Let's just put it in perspective.
I see it.
I did.
I see it in reality already. It was already crazy at Martinsville.
Glizzy Gobbler over here.
Goblin over here.
Glizzy God. As good as Glizzy's has been to the Slaw Dog,
The Slaw Dog?
the Slaw Dog is never going to relinquish a Glizzy.
You need to start a Slaw Dog at the track. Get yourself a little hot dog hut and call it the Slaw Dog.
The Slaw Dog.
Man, they wouldn't last because I'll eat them all.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah, no diddy. But anyways, like I was saying, guys, do you think hip-hop has made it in NASCAR now? Do you think it's accepted? Do you think it's more than just country music? And
I mean, I hear it on all the admin pages and stuff. They're going
use
crazy.
it,
Like, they use it for that all the time.
the reels and all of that.
Yeah, so, I mean, in that aspect, yeah. In the other aspect, I don't know. We'll see. I think
We'll see, right.
I think we're at the forefront of that. So we don't know yet, you know? I mean, have they embraced us? For the most part, yeah, for sure. There's still some people online, you know, that don't like if we say, oh, we made the first anthem. They're like, no, there's been 1,000. You know, it's like, hey, we're not the ones that said it. You know, NASCAR said it.
I think they
And you're on TV now, so hey, let's go with it, right?
Yeah.
You know?
You made the first NASCAR anthem.
Yeah.
I think there can be both.
Yeah. It could
I think
definitely
you can
be
have
both.
both.
I mean, how does it feel to stand out there in Daytona and listen to 150,000 people scream while your song's being played? Right?
That's a good moment.
That's got to make your hair stand up.
What do your kids think about this? Y'all both have kids, right?
Yeah.
I got 4. Dave has 1.
Yeah.
You know, tell me about your kids. How many kids do you have? And here's a game we play. Vic, start with you. How many kids do you have? And give them a nickname
A nickname.
based off of their personality.
Oh, all right. I got 3. I say my youngest, Victor, he's the 4th, so that's Quattro. My daughter, Nora, she is so thoughtful and caring and, like, precise. Maybe the coordinator. I'll give her that. And my oldest, Araya, she's gorgeous and smart. I would say she's the angel.
The angel.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Dang.
You got 3.
Yeah.
You got more, right?
Oh, my stepdaughter Mia. Yeah, my stepdaughter Mia. I would say she's artistic. She's probably the artist, to be honest.
Yeah, she be painting, drawing, or photography.
Drawing, guitar. She likes it all. She's real quirky, So
she's quirky.
Quirky.
yeah,
You got some more, right?
no, I hope not.
Not that he knows about.
If I do, hey, sorry.
All right, I got 3. They got nicknames already, though. My youngest is 5. We call him Hunter the Stunner.
Hunter the Stunter.
My middle is, she just turned 8. She's Hayes the Blaze. All my kids are fast, by the way. That's why we call him this. My oldest is Hold the Boat, and he's about to turn 10.
Hold the what?
Boat.
Hold the
In
boat.
10 days, yeah. And now, explaining all of them is crazy. It's just a lot. But they're about the same.
Yeah, they're about the same.
The girls are always going to be the princess. The other 2, they get knocked up.
Are you coaching football?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, how was that? Who were you coaching?
It was good, man. I was coaching my oldest. It was flag. They came in second. They played in the championship game. The team they played had them kids that aren't supposed to be playing in the league no more because they're too old. So when we
They're
met
adults.
them, it was
Yep.
it was tough. It was uphill sledding. They lost by 5, but they still did their thing. I mean, they're playing against kids that are older, but they did great, man. He did great.
It's fun seeing your kids successful because you have some athletic kids, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that makes it fun.
Yeah.
I have athletic children as well, and the biggest concern I had was them not understanding their gift,
Yeah.
taking it for granted. Because I think I have. I'm not gonna say which one, but I think I have one taking his talents for granted, and I was trying to figure out a way to realize that for him. I mean, any advice you could give me? To help me with that, with him, I like hearing a younger perspective, and and new dads. I hear Dave's perspective all the time.
I mean, what's he want to do?
I mean, he plays ball. He plays ball.
Does he want to play ball?
I don't think so. I think he wants to use ball as a crutch because he's just so blessed physically to get to where he needs to get. That's what I believe. He wants to be a chef. An architect and a chef, an architect. But I'm trying to convince him.
I can teach him. I can teach him. Yeah. Help him. Yeah.
But you have to earn that opportunity through responsibility before I let Dave have you, because I'm, as the father, am responsible for you.
That's true, but what if he gets with Dave and he excels harder than he does in sports?
Because he cares about it. You know what I'm saying? He might just care about it.
And this is kind of what I said, and I understand what he said.
You did say that.
But for me, I told you guys earlier, I barely finished high school. And I didn't know what I wanted to be. And then I went to a junior college and tried to be an architect, but I failed out the first semester because I was outside smoking dope and playing hacky sack.
Yeah.
But I always was cooking in the kitchen. In the kitchen. I grew up on the beach. We played hacky sack. And I was always cooking. And my buddy went to culinary school up at the CIA up in New York, New Hyde Park. And he said, why don't you go to culinary school? Get out of Jersey. So I found a culinary school in Scottsdale, Arizona. I packed my bags up. I told my parents, hey, I'm going to be a chef. They looked at me like, all right, here we go again. And I actually signed myself up for school. I put the down payment and paid for half the school. And I took off in November. And I went there for 2 years, and I excelled. I got basically straight A's all the way through school. Wow. But it's because it's something I wanted to do. When you're in high school, I did not want to go there. I didn't want to learn. Again, I'm ADD, a little off, in certain ways, and I couldn't accept that. I couldn't learn that way. But when I found something that I liked, boom, I locked in, just like he said with this. He's like, we started talking about a podcast, and 3 weeks later, we got a studio. I was here night and day building, putting walls up and stuff, because I found something I liked and something that made me happy. So I don't think all kids are the same, and we're just putting these kids in school and running them through. And some kids excel and get great grades. And then there's some kids like, his son that is smart, but just can't do it that way.
Look,
So,
it's hard to dictate too, you know. Like especially as a kid, like I was telling Austin, like his son Holt, like mentally, like he's locked in. He's what 10?
About to be, yeah.
Like I'm like, sometimes you can't teach that
Yeah.
locked inness. I mean, you can, but some kids just come up and they just have it. I feel like, you know, when if you got to teach it to them, all right, but that might be a tell sign that you know
Yep.
they don't want it that as bad as they think that they
Yep.
want it. You know,
I will say they all could be totally different. So my daughter's like all like artistic. She's like total opposite of her older brother, but she's got like the singing thing, the writing music thing, the dancing, and he's like she has no interest in the school work. You know what I mean? She's smart, but
Yep.
she has to be taught differently.
Yeah.
Because she learns differently, but she'll remember like any song.
Yeah.
She can read music. She can play the piano.
Yep.
Which he can't do. But when it comes to like learning stuff she doesn't care about, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I could see your son being like that. Like he might lock in when it comes to culinary arts.
All right. I like what y'all are saying, but as a parent, don't we have a responsibility to ignore what they feel sometimes to a certain extent and just fucking put them where they need to be?
They still have to do it.
to be successful, because at the end of the day, they're 18. I mean, they're 15, 16, and they don't know. They haven't learned yet. In my opinion, they might not like what they're doing just because frontal lobe hasn't come developed
So
yet.
maybe, I mean, obviously he has
I had
to
to
do
get
the
that
stuff
out.
he doesn't like. You know what I mean? He has to do the stuff he doesn't like, but he should still get to do the things that he cares about on top of that.
Yes.
So maybe like the culinary arts after he does the stuff that makes him uncomfortable, so then he can put his time and effort into that one thing.
and think about this real quick.
hard being a
you
parent.
want him to be play football because you would love for him to go into the NFL.
No.
Okay.
I want him to play football because I don't want to pay for college. And
Okay.
it's too easy
That
to
does
get
make
your
sense.
college paid for
that
free.
makes sense. Okay, because I was going to make a point of
No.
it would be, you know, it's 1 in a million to get into the
No.
NFL. But if he wanted to start culinary now, I could teach him, and that's he's a chef already. You know what I'm saying?
You're
If
right.
we taught him,
You're right.
So,
and that's
he
the
could have a
resource I
great
have.
background.
That's the resource
Yeah.
that I have that I didn't even think about.
So
You
if
just
you're
brought
thinking
that
about
together.
college, that's a different story. But if you're
Yeah.
thinking about NFL, then we should have a different conversation. you
Never
know?
thought about NFL.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it in NFL. I wouldn't even put that on my kids if I didn't make it in there. I just want them to go to school free because I went to school free.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask my kids to do anything that I haven't done. I went to school free. I didn't know I could go to school free, and I figured out I did. And none of my parents before me went to college free or period. I was the first in my family to go. So it showed me that, hey, this can be done.
Yeah, it showed you the way.
So I have to show that to all my kids, no matter what they think, because they don't have a lot of males in their family. They don't have a lot of married people in their family. They don't have a lot of college graduates in their family. They'll think it's okay not to go to college. I have to be that first one to say, no, you have no damn choice, dude. You're going to college. And since you're not smart enough or playing the game right enough to get an academic scholarship, you're going to pick things up and put things down because you're 6'2", 180 pounds, eating up all my food. Go earn a scholarship. You get what I'm saying? Because football is easy for you.
Yeah.
Because they're starting you and you don't even care about it.
Yeah.
So
Imagine
that
if
shows you.
cared.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that's a slippery slope that I'm dealing with because, I didn't have a lot of people making me do stuff when I was growing.
neither did I.
I just did what I did, and I just happened to get lucky because I was surrounded around good people who put me in position. But what if I wasn't? I would have been screwed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, this is good for you and me to have a whole nother episode on.
You're damn right. Shit.
But we're going to go and ask Austin. I heard he's opening up a food truck.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about
right.
that.
Well, we were doing a food truck. I think now we're looking at like minimal seating, like
Okay.
catering, some seating, and you can take out all that. But it's like upscale country club style food.
Nice.
So
In
it's-
Huntersville area? Or
we're looking in Huntersville now and maybe Salisbury.
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah, you need food up there. Huntersville needs food. Salisbury needs food.
They all need
Don't
food,
open
yeah.
anything down here.
Nah, we're
Everything's
not coming out there.
oversaturated. You know?
Yeah, we were trying to keep it more like local, like
Yeah.
community vibe.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
How did that come about? Where did that idea come?
So my friend, actually,
Jeffrey.
Vic and I, both of our boy from Atlanta, he lived in Texas, and he was he's been a chef for as long as we've known him, but he was in Texas, and then we've always talked about the idea of opening a place, and then he's been a chef for a long time, and I've always backed what he was doing, and I've been into it as well. I just can't be around it as much because I do so much. But I got him to move here. We talked about it. He came here, and we just had the idea of opening that, and that's what we're at, and that's where we're at now. We're looking for a location.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any questions or anything you need that I could help you with, let me know.
Oh,
you know?
For sure. No, we'll definitely be talking.
That'll be that's. I mean, that's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So, and I'm actually in the process of thinking about some other projects up that way as well, because, like I said, I feel like Huntersville is a food desert when it comes to good restaurants.
It is.
They're getting better, but I've been up there since 16. We moved up there, and there's like 2 or 3 restaurants I would go to. You know, even now, my wife yells at me because she's like, "You're a creature of habit. You only go to to 2 or 3 restaurants." And it's like, I don't want to go to a bad meal. I know that we're going to go here and get something decent to eat.
Yeah, that's how we are, and that's what we're trying to focus on. Actual good product.
And when I find something I like and it's good, I'll go there. There's a place called La Victoria, which they just changed names right on the corner there. And I go there. I used to go there once a week to get the carne asada or the carne and onions. And it's this little steak, and it's almost cooked well done, but it's so flavorful and delicious. And I'll just go there every week to get it. When it's great.
That good, it doesn't have to be anything.
Yeah, it's not special. I leave there happy, and it's like you can have 3 people go in there, and it's like $50 tip, with a tip, and you can't find that anywhere nowadays.
Especially not Shake Shack.
No, not Shake Shack. Let's not even go to Shake Shack anymore. Let's not talk about that.
What's easier, a food truck or a restaurant in starting?
I mean, capital-wise, a food truck, but you can. There's definitely ways if you can find a restaurant, a pre-owned restaurant that may be closing down or is closed, turnkey, where you can go in there and throw some paint on the wall. My partners, Chet and those guys, they're awesome at doing that. They basically go and find restaurants that are almost failing or closed, and they'll go in there and take the lease over. They'll buy new chairs, paint the walls, put a new sign outside, and make it a whole new concept, and they kill it. And you don't have to use a lot of money then. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have catering things set up already. It's just the space for it. It just seems easier to actually have a brick and mortar.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be huge though.
No.
It's kind of like what you were saying, kind of like just moving straight into it.
My advice is always start small, and then you can always build from there.
That's how we are.
Don't go in there, and I've seen people do it, and they're like, "Oh, let's go spend $5 million and open a restaurant." The money's not the same in this day and age. Don't open $5 million restaurants. See if you can do it for $100,000. You know what I'm saying? And then build from there. Go in and find a place that you can paint the walls and go online. And I mean, I could tell you places where you can go get furniture super cheap in Atlanta and bring it back up here. That's what we do. What we're doing for all the restaurants is and it's nice furniture. Wow. You buy the furniture down there, $100 a stool, and then bringing it up here. And opposed to some of these places when it says restaurant, it's a $500 stool, and it's the same thing. We're cutting out the middleman. Yeah. So when you guys are ready, let's talk, and I can help you guys out. I love doing that. I'm helping. Actually, Baby hit me up. He's opening a little restaurant in town here, and he asked me where I get my stuff, so I turned him on to some people.
Wow, that's tight.
So, yeah.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
I would say that.
I actually got a question for Dave. So, I heard you used to cook chef for some presidents.
Yes.
And I saw on the internet today that 2 of the last couple presidents' cooks got killed. So, Dave, are you in the Illuminati? Why are you still alive?
Okay, so
That's a great question. Okay, you are here.
They said if you cook for them, they got to kill you.
those were their personal chefs. Okay. So, yes, I have cooked for George W. Bush when he was president many years ago, like right after 2001, right after 9/11. We cooked for him at Spago in California through Spago.
What did
in
he eat?
California. I made sushi. I mean, but I don't think he was that big of a fan of sushi because he's a Texas guy, you know.
Yep.
But that was definitely an offering. And then I cooked for Bill Clinton, twice. He wasn't president, but it was at a house. The owners that used to be of Ralph's out in California, Burkle, I think that was their last name, and he was good friends with them. And there was some sort of political parties they were having. So we went there and cooked for them, again, working for Wolfgang Puck.
Okay.
So, yes.
crazy.
Now,
Why they shooting these dudes, though? Why they
the
killing
other ones, those were their personal chefs. One drowned. I think that
Yeah,
was
yeah, that's what I
Obama's
read,
chef
yeah.
drowned out in Martha's Vineyard. He was swimming. I don't know anything about that. And who was the other one? I heard about it.
One was for Obama. One was Clinton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
Hillary definitely killed the other one, supposedly. I don't know.
They messed the
camera,
They messed the
confirmed.
food up.
Yeah.
Dave's Illuminati.
Dave.
and where can we join?
Well, I mean, I actually, Epstein's chef is an acquaintance of ours as well.
no.
You know, so that's a whole different. You know, he's a good guy. I don't know if he was around during whatever happened, but yeah,
He's the
and
chef.
I feel bad for him because you
now
know
he's in the whirlwind.
he's labeled as
Oh,
Epstein's
yeah.
chef. You know,
If you were around him, you're done.
and he's a really good barbecue chef, a really good guy. So you know, I want to say his name. But,
yeah, I would. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Don't
But
have
yeah.
them looking them up.
So no, I guess it is a little dangerous situation if you're their personal chef because
Yeah.
the chefs know everything that's going on in that household. Don't let them tell you they don't.
I bet they do.
We're sitting in there, we know everything, we hear everything. So.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that Stefan Diggs?
Oh, with his chef,
Yeah,
right?
but his chef, that girl, she just sued him,
Yep.
and she knew a whole bunch of, but he
Bunch
won
of
though.
dirt.
Yeah,
Bunch of
but
dirt.
He won though.
He said
Oh,
she
yeah.
was jealous of his somebody
Of
like
his
that.
other side pieces.
Yeah,
He had like 10 side pieces.
Stefan was cooking with the chef,
Who was?
Stefan Diggs,
Okay.
football
Yeah.
player, wide receiver.
wide receiver.
Oh.
His chef sued him over some controversy, you know. But that's what happens when you cook with the chef. You can't cook
Yeah,
with
well-
He was airing out all his laundry.
Again, being a restaurateur and having clubs over the years, there's many things I know and see that I would never tell. And again,
Right.
the same thing. If you guys came in, and I would never say anything. You know, I've even had them ask me to shut the cameras off, and I'm like, no, we're just not going to say anything.
Right,
you know,
right.
You know. So, and that's other reasons why people come to us because they know that we don't say
Likewise, I think it's out of respect. You know, like
exactly.
what's said here doesn't leave here. You know.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. No, you need that, and that's how you build your business. Trust. You know, there's many people I've talked to about certain things, and they talk to me, and I'm like, I can't believe these guys are talking to me about that. But I guess they feel comfortable with me, and it's trust. I would never say anything.
Right,
you know,
right.
so,
Okay.
but.
Yeah.
You guys are safe with me. You tell me your secrets.
I'm
Secrets
saying,
stay right here.
Dave said I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Secret Service. Dave said I'm
The,
good. Leave me
the
alone.
Illuminati. You know, that's funny. One of a hostess a couple of years ago told the whole staff I was in the Illuminati.
Oh, they did?
which I thought that was crazy, but hey, you know, let's go with it.
Yeah. It's true, Dave.
Hey,
Dave
we-
Illuminati.
Well, we should get some more followers then and subscribers if that's the case. We got this.
you get
if
those-
you're in Illuminati,
the
we get our
the
Illuminati
Illuminati?
supporters.
All right, let's get all the Illuminati to start following us, please.
Oh, the Illuminati.
Dave, I will say this. I said I wanted to do this.
Yes.
Tell me one good thing that happened for you this week. And guys, the reason why I'm asking Dave this is men, and I'm guilty as this before as too. We focus on the things that go wrong because we want to fix things, and we tend to ignore the things that go well. So I'm challenging myself to ask you, Dave, what went well?
What went well this week? I could say this easily. My parents were in town. They were in town the whole weekend. They're taking, I think I mentioned this, their National Lampoon retirement trip around the country. They have a truck. They bought a trailer, and they're hitting up all the national parks and going everywhere. But they came in on Friday, and they spent the whole weekend with me. Mother's Day, Saturday was my birthday, and my father's birthday, and we just had a great time. So that's what thank you. Yeah. That's what went great for me because, again, being 51 years old, you can't all say that you have a mother and father, and I don't take that for granted. Yep.
I love that. I love that.
True.
Mine is not as deep as Dave's, what went great for me is I had when the race started this past weekend, I had all the refrigerators in the trailer packed up at the green flag.
I know Jared was happy.
Jared, first thing he said was, good job. First thing he said, because, I love my guys to death, but, they're not as athletic as me, but so I am the pick things up, put things down dude, and I pride myself on that. I pride myself that at my age, I can still put things up and put things down and work harder than a lot of these younger kids out there, and that went really well for me.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's so good.
Yep.
Nice. I'll say mine was my son's birthday was yesterday. So
Happy belated.
yeah, that was mine for the week.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yep. And Austin, you got
Mine
one?
was coaching that team this weekend on Saturday because they had a game at first before that championship game that was tough. And they had gotten beat by that team the week prior. And then we coached them up, and they came back and gave them the smackdown, so it worked out.
That's what's up, man.
great.
Shoot, we golfed today.
Yep.
We got to know Goldyard.
Yes.
We learned about the music game and that how that transcended NASCAR. We learned about what did well this week. So I think we covered all the bases today, Dave, right?
Yeah, man.
And gentlemen, thank you for coming. Thank you for being our first
Man,
guest.
Thank y'all for having
First
us.
guest on the show.
First guest. Hey, we keep doing this first thing, and I like it.
Yes,
I like it a lot.
yes, you are the first NASCAR. Love it, love it.
Our guest. Well, we thank you for coming on the show. MOP. Thanks for
MOP,
teaching us how to
man.
golf,
All
man.
right.
Thank y'all,
Thank
man.
you for the
Yes, sir.
golf lessons. All right, we'll see you guys next
Thank
week.
y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't.
Yeah. Man on pause. Let's go. Yeah. Man on pause.